Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. Look how pretty this card came out with Simon Hurley's Photosynthesis collection that is back in stock. It sold out. I knew it was going to sell out. So we are going to make this beautiful card. I even decorated the envelope with my negative foil and made a little flower here, a little cone flower. And we're just going to have fun, do some foiling, and do some die cutting. My Spellbinders Glimmer machine is heating up. I am an affiliate for Spellbinders, Scrapbook.com, Gina K Designs, and Amazon. So there are links below the video for you to click. If you place an order, I do receive a small commission at no cost to you, and I really do appreciate it. It does help me out. Thank you so much. So I'm so excited that this is back in stock. I was looking through everything the other day, and I had a lot of other videos and some designing to do with some new product that will be released on June 10th. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and follow me. Spellbinders sends me wonderful product to go ahead and design and have fun with, and then I pass it on to you, of course. So this collection also, I wanted to tell you guys, they have bundles. You can get the entire bundle that's with the hot foil plate, because there's 3 hot foil plates. We're going to be using the medium one today. Then it has the chevron, the zigzag chevron. This is great. And do you know that this die out on the outside is perfect A2, cut to perfect A2 size, 5.5 by 4.25. So you can use that, you know, throughout your card making all the time. Then there are the hot foil plates with the sentiments, the must-have sentiments right here. And then there's the die that cuts them out. And as you can see, I have gone hot foil crazy with them. I love those. We have the cutting dies of the ceramic vases, and then the cutting dies of the floral stems. That's what I'm using today, some of those. And then there's another cutting die of the daffodil frame. Look at that, how pretty that is. A lot of times when I get these collections from them, I go ahead and cut everything out in white cardstock, and then I just look at it and try to see, you know, what pieces with what. So that's kind of what this is right here that I haven't used yet. I was playing with it. But all of my packaging is a lot different because they send me samples. Of course, you'll get the beautiful Spellbinder packaging as always. Now let's go ahead and start to foil. Let's do that first. Let's see, I have my Hammermill cardstock here. This is cut to 5 by 3 3/4, I believe. Let me make sure about that. Yes. Yes, I cut this to 5 by 3 3/4. My base is of a very bright pink. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, so it will open like this. The inside piece is of regular cardstock, Nina white cardstock, that'll be linked below, also at 4 3/4 by 3.5. So that's this little piece right here. But we're not going to foil on this, we're going to attach a piece to it. So I just thought that, well, I know you don't need to use your Hammermill. Now, my light is ready, so let's go ahead and start to place this. I want this stripe here at the bottom. I'm using the medium one, nice hot foil plate. I'm using my glass mat here to line it up. And we're going to use a little hinge technique. Always remember with foiling, it's pretty side to pretty side. So the pretty side of the hot foil plate to the pretty side of the foil. Now I'm going to flip this back. When you use the hinge, make sure that you see the tape. Make sure you see a little hint of the tape. I'm going to place this right here. This is, I didn't even have to cut this. This was a piece of scrap I had. So I'm going to place that right there, right up to that tape. And it's actually touching it. And then I'm going to flip this back over. And I'm going to make sure that I see my foil on this side, and I'm going to make sure that I am again lined up straight. Yes. Okay, I'm ready here. Now we're going to flip this over just like that. Now another thing, I learned this in Spellbinders had this 3-hour video. It was so wonderful about foiling. You could look it up on their YouTube. But I learned that when you have plates like this, to go vertical with them instead of horizontal. I'm going to push my timer. It foils better, and they're right. Put your thin shim, the green one, down first. It does have a heat protectant, and then your spacer pad. And I am blinking there, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and move in my Spellbinders Platinum 6. Make sure my handle doesn't hit my Glimmer machine here in the video, and then I'm going to roll it through here. Now everybody's machine is different. On the website there is a list of machines that the Glimmer machine is compatible to. I have the Spellbinders Platinum 6 that goes with the Glimmer machine. I'll post some a combination down below if you wanted both the systems together. They have all kinds of bundles to save, which is wonderful. But glimmering, hot foiling, now we're ready here. All three of my lights are ready. Hot foiling is definitely on a trend. Everybody is starting to get into it. My machine is, there we go, is new. Yeah, I've used it though. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll slowly and roll through just once. Sometimes I have to use a shim and sometimes I don't. I don't think with this one I do. There we go. Always remember, roll slowly. Let me move this out of the way. And real quick, let's get this on a reveal. Let's see how I did. Perfect. Look how beautiful. Oh my goodness, that is even better than the first one I did. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these hot foil plates from Simon Hurley. Now I have this piece right here. This is called negative foil. I'm using my solid hot foil plate. This comes from Pinkfresh Studio. The other day I was so happy someone asked me, they were like, oh, where's the link to the hot foil plate? It was the whole reason why I was doing the video, and I forgot to link it. And I was like, oh my gosh, luckily the lady said something. I was very happy, and I put my link on there right away. So the hot foil plate is good for the negative. Let me get a piece of hammer mill. I keep a bunch of scraps in here like this, and I really don't care like how that foils. I'm going to cut flowers or vases. This is a good piece right there. Little piece of scrap right there. And this is heating up. And the pretty side of the hot foil plate, the solid hot foil plate, is the side that indents. Okay, so that's the pretty side. And we're not ready just yet. Also, the mat comes with this system right here. And we're going to do a little die cutting too. These were negative hot foils right here that I did, and I made vases out of. Today we're going to make the flowers, but I just ran the vases through, so we're going to use those today. I had those in my little stash. I like to try to use things as best I can. So I'm going to let my lights come on here, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, now again, pretty to pretty. So here is the pretty side of the solid hot foil plate, the pretty side of the foil, so the gold down or whatever color you're using, your paper on top, just like that. And now my two shims, the thin and the spacer. Oh yeah, I've got my timer going there. There we go. Let me move this out of the way and bring it back in. Oh, I don't want to ruin that, right? I don't want to. Look how pretty that came out. Isn't that perfect? No overfoiling, no nothing. One time through, and it really, really worked out really well. But again, everybody's machine is a little different, so you have to learn it. I'm still learning mine, and I really believe that every die could be a little bit different. So, you know, you kind of learn that also. Okay, I have a solid light there. And now, because this is a solid hot foil plate, and I really want this to transfer, I'm going slowly one way, and then I'm coming back the other. because it's solid, that's what I like to do. You can just do it one time. You could do it 4 times. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're happy with is good. Okay. Let's see how we did. Oh, I love to hot foil. And now we have no waste. Okay? Now this is the way that I cut out the vases. So I just laid the, yeah, and this was done with the skinny stripes. So, and this is a medium. So that, you know, just something a little bit different. Let me go ahead and get this plate off of here. I think we're done with the foiling. And there we go. And let me go ahead and move all of this out of the way. And then we'll go ahead and do some die cutting. Get my machine out of the way here. And it can cool off over here. Alright, now I'll bring my Platinum 6 back in. And the dies that I'm going to use here. Like I said, I already had my hello completed from before. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in my platforms here, A and B. And then I'm going to use my Magic Mat. I love the Magic Mat. So, there we go. You just replace it with one of the clear plates and then you use the other C plate for the cutting on top. Alright, let's go ahead and start to cut for our flowers. So I have a light pink and a dark pink, and we're just going to cut. The dark pink comes here, and the light pink, the one that's smaller. And let's see, what else can I cut while I'm over here? I think I have some yellow. I can go ahead and cut that out too. Okay, so we need like 3 of these guys, and we got to make 3 flowers, and yeah. So I'm just going to roll this through, and not to hit the camera or anything, I'm just going to roll it back. And sometimes too, even with cutting plates, you need a shim. So, but I think we're pretty good today. You know, but like I say, every machine is different, so it's good that you would know your machine. So we're going to cut this out again. Let's put this here. We're going to cut this one out again. I'm just using scrap here. That's all I did was pull some scrap out of where I keep my paper. Okay, let's go ahead and make our next one. Hang on. I thought I saw that move just a little bit. Okay. That's one great thing. Are you seeing with this Magic Mat, I'm not taping anything down because there's no warping. And I'm just going to roll it back through. That seemed to work quite well. I will never not have a Magic Mat now. And so many of you, when I said that I had just gotten it, you were like, oh, we love our Magic Mat. I never knew. I'm learning all kinds of new things, right? And then this one here. See, I'm just now lining up my flowers above me there. And let's see, will this fit here on this piece of scrap? Yes. Isn't that wonderful? Look at these teeny tiny pieces. I know, if I save them, you save them, right? That's wonderful. Then we get to our greenery. Just a second. Now, boy, if that's not using up your cardstock in a great way. And let's go ahead. Let's cut our gold. Here's this. And I'm just going to make these flowers just like this. Now, if you line these up, okay, the stripes should be pretty good to be together. And then I made a leaf for the back. So this is for the envelope. So just going to run this through. Look how fast we're cutting all of this. And then we'll put it together. So let's see how this came. So here's our leaf. just like that. Just a little something different, right? And here is, and we've used up every bit of our materials here. And we're going to go ahead and glue these together. And look at how those stripes make it look so cool, right? The way we've cut it and then put it back together. So I think that's fun. Okay, let's see. Now we have to do some greenery, right? Greenery. Let's see. We need a little squiggle of grass. We need this one. Let's put that that way. Well, that's okay. Let's go this way. I always try to save paper, right? Positioning the pieces here, and then that one can go there. Good. Whoop. I might have to tape these. I think the dies, I've used these dies like crazy. So as you can see, there, take my time, right? So I need one of these and one of these and 3 of the other. The ones that we're going to stick the flowers to. I love this Simon Says tool. You see me use it now all the time. And I'll link that below for you too. Okay, I need a couple more of these guys, right? And you know, even if your dies, you know, warp a little bit, it doesn't hurt them to cut. Don't worry about that. I don't think there's a die out there that at times doesn't warp. So we've got that completed, especially with excessive use. Do I have enough paper in there? Ooh, I think I do, because I'm going to cut some of these off. I'm going to tape that down now, just to hold it. And run this through. And we're die cutting, so you can go as fast as you want. Isn't it nice that it's so flat? I love that. And I always want to take my time when using any kind of tape on cardstock, because it can pick it up and make tear your paper a little bit, you know. Okay, there's that. And now let's do this one like right here. How's that? Perfect. And I think we have our die cutting completed. If I need to go back to it for anything, I will. This green is, this is Gina K green. This is Lucky Clover. And I thought it made the pink look so pretty. So this Lucky Clover is a definite keeper. There we go. All right, I believe we are in really good shape. Right over there. And this here. Okay. Now let's start to assemble our pretties here, huh? Look at how nice. Let's do the envelope and get that out of the way. So I just, for the envelope, because of going through the mail, okay, I definitely want to put solid glue on here, and I'm going to use an inline glue. Use any inline glue that you have. I thought I got better, you know, got it to adhere down better. So the one that looks like a spider sticks on the one that is more together. So that one should be on the top, okay? And then go ahead and stick some more inline glue, especially around those edges. You could just flick it on there and stick it right there on your envelope, and it will go through the mail perfectly. Same thing with leaf. And it's perfect. It's on there from tip to tip, okay? Just like that. All right, now let's go ahead and let's bring our card base in here. Let's decorate the inside of our envelope first. And, well, let's first decide, what are we going to put on the inside? The inside, the little one, the outside, the long one, or the inside, the long one? Ooh, I like that. Yep, I like it better like that. Okay. Let's do this inside. First, let's put a flower together. And the lighter pink goes in the back. And for this, I'm just going to use some liquid glue. Let me bring this in so I don't make a mess all over my glass, okay? So for this, I'm just going to put a little glue there. Put this on top. They line up perfectly. Now see right here, there's a little piece that sticks out. That's how you know where this little piece that sticks out in the yellow goes. Now instead of putting glue on there where all the holes are, I go ahead and put glue here, and then I just transfer this to here. Just like that. I take one of these stems, put a little glue out here, stick it on the back, and get my other set of hands here, a clothespin. Let's do another one. I put a little glue on the back of the darker pink. And you can use any colors. I like the dark in the front of the light. So even if you were doing blues or purples, just I would put the light in the back of it and the dark in the front. But that's just my eye. You might like it the other way. And neither way is wrong. Nothing, you know. Let me hold that. Just a second there. Good. I love that Simon Hurley thought of putting that little round circle there so that we could attach the flower. Isn't that fantastic? Let me get that one off of my third hand. Put that one right there. Okay. Now let's get this guy going. I was so happy when I saw that this came back in stock because I wanted to play with it more, but it's about not fair if I'm playing with something and you guys have to put it on your watch list or wait list. So I was kind of waiting for it to come back, and then when I saw it came back and had those bundles, I was like, well, that's a great idea. You know, because I think one of the bundles, or two bundles, I think, there are two bundles. One includes the hot foil and the other one does not, just in case you don't hot foil. But I think you save a little bit that way. Okay. And there's that. All right, now my little hello here just needs some small foam. Any kind of foam that you have is perfect. Let's bring in the outside of our card. Just like that. And I'm going to put my hello. Ooh. I thought it went flying. Luckily it didn't because it was stuck to my finger. And I put my little hello up here. And then my face is going to go right about in here. Almost like making this a shelf. And I'm going to use some dimension. You don't need much because you're going to put the stems in. You want the center of it. If this vase was bigger, I would put like a piece down the middle, but you're going to be okay with that support right there. It's going to be fine. And I'm going to just place that right here. I want a little bit of the white to show, Okay, so I don't want my vase sitting right on top of a gold line. I want it, the white, to show a little bit. It gives it a little bit of a shadow right there at the bottom. Okay, now what we're going to do is place these in, and see, that's why we need that open there, and even at that, it takes us a second to get around things, okay? So now, you know, of course my stems are too big. What I do is I just measure where I want this. I take my stem, and I just flip it up. I pull it out, and I just give it a snip. Now let's go ahead and place this. Now I'm not going to put any glue on the stem, because when you slip it behind there, you're going to wind up with a trail of glue on your card. And honest, this glue up here is plenty enough on your leaves. See, so now you can slip this in here and you don't have to worry about your cardstock. I'm going to let that go right about there. Good. Now our flowers, I want this one here to be kind of short here. So again, I'm going to pull it out a little bit more, bend it up, give it a snip. And this one, I want to add a little foam to the back. Just in here, right back there. And now I'm going to bring it here, keep it low, and tilt it to the side just a little bit. All right, now let's go ahead and put this one up here. Same thing. Going to kind of just feed it around the dimension. Now I'm going to kind of turn the head of it to the left a little bit. And I don't even need to cut this one off at this point. Well, yes I do. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just not to be so close, you know. We'll just cut that off just a little bit. And now let's go ahead and get a little foam. And I'm going to put it back here. And now I'm going to bring this back down in here, higher than this one, and let it go to the left. Whoop! Without that hanging out, right? We need that to tuck right in there. I need it to go on the inside of the foam that I have. There it went. You see, there's foam here and foam here. I needed it to thread toward the inside, to the middle of it, okay? So it's fine right there. Good. And now this little piece of grass, I think I'm going to put this on the inside. Isn't that cute? Okay. Where's my inside piece? Here it is. Now this little inside piece, we want it to be flat, okay? So, let me get my flower here. So first what we want to do with this is glue it to the back of this first. And I am going to cut this off a bit. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue right down that stem. Pop that right there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of this piece of grass. And I'm going to put it right behind that flower, just like that. Okay. There's no rhyme or reason of, now I'm going to glue everything down. There's no rhyme or reason of why I chose what vase for what. I just happen to have these vases already done in my little bag, and I wanted to use them. So I thought this was a perfect card. Look how pretty that is to do that with. careful getting glue on your fingers with the gold, because it will make the gold get like yucky looking. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of flip this down and put a little liquid glue here. I don't want the inside one popped up. There we go. Just like that. And here's our card base. I'm letting that kind of adhere, right? Has to stick. There we go. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I appreciate you subscribing if you like my videos. I love to hot foil, and I'm very new at it. And I'm a new affiliate with Spellbinders. So I really do appreciate everyone watching and ordering, clicking and ordering. That really helps me. Look how cute the inside. Isn't that pretty? Then you write a little message right here. Now the outside, you could either pop that up or put it down flat. I'm going to put this one down flat because I have enough dimension with the flowers. Right there is perfect. Look how pretty that foiling. Oh, really set this card off, didn't it? And then the little vases here. Like I said, for this video, I cut the flowers for the envelopes out of the negative foil to use it. But these vases were cut out of the negative foil. You could do that also. And I had those in my stash. Here are our two cards for today. This one right here is cut out without using the insert. This one has the insert, so there's a little embossing along with, you can see it right there, a little embossing along with that hot foil. So that is so much fun. All right, guys, if you really loved Simon Hurley's collection, there are a bunch, I have a bunch of videos on my channel with many, many cards using this collection. When it first released, it did sell out, but now it's back in stock. All your links are below to place an order, and thanks so much. I'll see you next time.